Welcome back, everybody. This is Online Gaming. I'm old school, and we are going to go back to Fallout 4 and working on another settlement upgrade, and this time it's going to be Nordhagen Beach. Alright, we are back at Nordhagen, and everything you see here has already been here for quite some time. This was actually one of my earliest settlement builds, and looking over it the other day, I was like, yeah, this is probably my next one to work on. Later on in the video, I can go back and show you where I ended up with County Crossing. County Crossing is now pretty much complete, and I'll give it a final walkthrough towards the end of this one. Again, this has been here. This is going to I was going to scrap the whole thing, but then upon further review, I've decided no, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to change its use. So all the bedding and everything like that, that's all coming out. This will not be where the settlers live. They're going to get a much improved
Gotta take things one day at a time.
living quarters. What this will turn into is more of a, I don't know exactly, could be like a rental thing for people that want to go to the beach. Some of the stuff I'm going to leave, like the gambling stuff, will stay up here. That's why I was thinking this would be more an entertainment for visitors type of building. And we'll put some beds up here for them, I suppose. Or maybe keep the ones that are up there and then just assign the settlers to the new place. And that's the new place over there. I started it yesterday, so we already got some ground broken on that, and we'll go over that in some more detail. But I thought, what's the purpose of having oceanfront if you can't take advantage of it? That reminds me, Grey Garden is now complete as well, so we got a couple that are done and finito. So I definitely want to move all the shops indoors instead of having them kind of straggling around like they are now. I do want to keep this outdoor seating area, though. Gonna have to do some maneuvering with the guard towers, things like that. The actual shack that can't be scrapped stays, obviously. And you can't do anything with the mattresses either. I would have just as soon relocated them, but you can't. Well, this one you can. Or maybe you can. Oh, you can't scrap them. And you can't grab them. No, that's not wrong. All you can do is assign people to them, so. Maybe this will be one of the rental units or something. We could add a door to it as well. So because you can't remove the mattresses, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of effort and time on this thing in any way, because what can you do with it? But this would be a good fishing destination for folks that want to get away. But then you always have the people that live in those tourist communities, and they're going to live in style. So I've got the open view to the ocean below, because again, what good is having oceanfront if you can't take advantage of it? So we'll be able to see the water below us, and this is going to be the activities level down here. This is where you'll watch TV or maybe put some games and stuff like that down here. We're going to do the kitchen down here. Then on the second floor, we're going to be looking at our living quarters. So part of the thing with the build, let me go back down here for this, is I was able to extend out this far, but that was on the floors. Because the floors cut through, and you can see that circular motion right there by the outer boundaries, I wasn't able to put the walls all the way out, which is fine. This gives us a deck that we can do fishing off of, and we'll set it up for such. So it's going to even... I wish they had the lounge chairs available. I don't know why they're in the game if they're not available. Because it would be perfect to put like 3 or 4 loungers out here. Now you can tell already this didn't go evenly with the floor because we used the warehouse wall height. But that's okay because I've got plans for all this. We'll put some long couches on each side because this is an activities area. And then I'm going to put a bunch of plant life in here to fill that basin so you'll never see this gap. And then of course the double stairs hide it in the front, which is the only point of view you're really going to need it for. One of the things I kind of want to do with this is not have the upstairs completely mirror the downstairs in the sense that the building is just a big block as it is now. I want the upstairs either to be one less on each side or one more. And I'm thinking one less because I don't need that much upstairs so far as the bedrooms and things like that are concerned. And I won't be able to go out this far anyway with the wall. Oh no, this one I can go out to the edge with the wall, that's right. But either way, the way I'm thinking that could look... Let's start with this shell. And on this one I think we're going to go with the regular height. Might be second thinking this already. We don't have any nice walls with the wood. They're all chopped up some way or another. It's unfortunate. Well, that's true. I forgot about that. Snap? No, you gotta place them very precisely. Alright, let's see. Because if they're not precise, by the time you get to the end, you're going to have some problems. That actually looks pretty damn precise, though. But when I say pretty damn precise, the smallest amount off is going to make a difference by the end, but I don't think I can do much better than that. Alright, so this is where I got to start thinking what I want to do. Let me finish. What I'm thinking is this can be like private decks for each room for people that want to go outdoors. We could have... Let's see. Again, getting these proximities. I like it when it blinks because that tells me you're right on the edge. I can already tell at the back end it's off right there. That's pretty damn close right there. I'm going to leave that for the moment. So all of these ones that kind of go sideways like this are going to be needing extra attention. Because there's nothing for them to snap to. And then you got to make sure your ends are going to pretty much the same spot. It'll never be 100%, but you can get it 99.9. Like this one actually overshoots by like a millimeter, and the other one did not, so. Close enough. Still trying to envision the floor plan. So if we're coming up from here, so yeah, with this one, it's not going to go in nicely without help. So we're going to need a carpet glitch to assist. Could use the post as well, I suppose, but I think I'm going to use the carpet. You have to do the grab all on this one because the walls that snap into place can't be carpet glitched the regular way. So I'm going to use that line in the wood floors to help even this up. And that's pretty straight. Now we just got to find the sweet spot. That's it. Won't get much better than that, I don't think. That's pretty, but you see the difference how that one juts? And I feel like the solution to this is to pull this one down just a skosh. So we're going to give it a shot. But we're going to have the same problem. Guess we're going to do this over. Alright. Copy. Yes. Might seem like a little tiny thing, but it has a way of working its way throughout the entire rest of the build if you don't get it right. This already feels a lot better. Look at those lines. Yep, much better. Worth the second effort. Alright. Now what I'm debating on is, do I want to do anything with this space in here? Because we're going to come up and then we're going to have doors available to us on the sides here. These will be rooms. can have this be a walkway as well, or I could have turned this into like a storage closet or something like that, but I'm thinking walkway is more like it. Here's where we get to test our skills out. If this one, it's definitely way offline. This one is lined up nicely. Then that should form a tight seal, and it does. And the lines are all matched up, so we're good. We have to do it again, but again, we can't do it on the one next to it, so we have to... I think that's where it starts. Am I right? Before I get too deep in the woods here? No, I'm not. Good thing I double-checked. That would have been a waste of time. Okay, so that one's right on the edge. This one's pretty much the same. Let's see how this looks. Good with that. Again, perfection, not likely going to happen. We're going to end up putting windows in. Not sure which ones yet, so I'll figure that out as we move along here. I would dare say this one, though, for sure, right? Yeah, this already didn't snap very nicely. So we're going to have to carpet glitch this one too, it looks like. It wants to snap to the other wall more than this one. And when I get it on this one, it does it in reverse where the ledge is on the outside, and then it makes it sink in more, so I don't want that. So these will have to... I wonder if it's the same... No, these will work okay. That's good, so I don't have to do it for all of them. And you still keep your view. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why, dummy. There we go. For a minute there, I thought I'd solved the scenario, but nope. Everybody's nice and flush. Okay. We're going to end up having to do the carpet glitch for the windows at this end of the hallway. There he is. Gotta find the rising section of ground, make sure that it grabs. We want the ledge to the inside, and we'll move the carpet over here more. Voila. noticed that when I grabbed it, I was standing at a level lower than where the wall itself and the carpet were, and that's because it gives me a slightly different angle once we get all three of us onto level ground that I find to be somewhat advantageous. So I have to kind of guess right here because yeah, it's awfully crooked. I'm going to redo it. What I might do is grab it from the end instead. Spin that. So this time I'm going to try and get it a little bit more along the lines of the point of view that I'm going to need to see if we can eye this thing up a little better. How much room I got? Not that much. Pull this in a little closer. Get myself as far to the edge as I can without hopefully falling over. Meantime, I'm on my chair here, like leaning way over the edge, like it's going to make a difference. Trying to get a better view, but that looked pretty straight to me. Until I step back here a little ways and I see this gap going on down here. Why is there a gap going on down here? Well, the lines aren't matched up, that's why. And that goes back to everything being level on the ground, plus this is overshooting horribly on this side. What I might do with this one is try something different. How tall does this get me? Not tall enough, but it's a start. This, combine it with one of these. Grab that. Then we go to all reliable here. So this is going to give us the height we need. Before I do that though, shoot. Get out of there. Okay, there we go. Now bring this in. We're still going to have the same problem in that we only get to drop it once, and if it ain't right, get to do it all over again. But I'm hoping to have a much more commanding view of what's going on. Actually, definitely line up the front corners better. Here's open. See, to me, that goes over a bit. No, that's not even close there. Shoot. How did this part come out just for fun? Even that wasn't close, and I thought that would have been the one part that got right. Hate it when it doesn't snap. Let's figure. I'm going to try something different here for a moment. Lion, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year to you, my friend. Hope everything's going well. I watched several of the toy box videos. I didn't get to see all of them, but I did watch several of them, and I was very impressed. Saw some new faces, too, which is always nice to know that Infinity is still bringing in new people. If you've ever been frustrated with a Disney Infinity build, you should take a whack at one of these. It's a whole different world. Oh, I think I know. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I could snap it onto this one maybe, but no, that's probably not going to cooperate. But at least now I should be able to do the carpet glitch a little bit easier. Let's find out if I'm right. You found it? Where did you find it? Good for you, man. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't there to begin with, because I never took it away. Have you already had a chance to convert them, or what's the deal with that? Because I kind of watched a video on the process and all that, and I'm technical to a degree, but to me it was just like, I don't play it enough to go through all that for myself personally. But I know on y'all's end, you got to do something even wonkier than that, so... Is it the same link that I had in the video, though? Because I went right to the Media Fire, and It wasn't in there anymore. For the life of me, I know I didn't take it out. I mean, I don't use MediaFire very much for anything anyway, so there's no reason to take it out. Everything that's in there has been there for years, and I'm talking like decades. But I'm glad you found it. So for anyone that's watching this, that's watched my other under construction videos, when would that be available for them to start messing with? This wall's going to be a pain. Wait, there it goes. See how precise this thing has to be. All right, well, let everybody in the community know. I don't know what the prize will be, really. I'll have to figure that out. But if they post a video of Split Decision where they actually defeat the challenge, and I'm trying to remember now, the last time I went in there, I had to do some work on it because one of the replayers was messing up, and it's at the very end of the map if you make it that far. And yeah, that save won't have the fixed version because that's something I just recently did. And when I say fixed, it's fixed in the sense that there's a whole second version, which is an easier format that I had to fix it that way. But either way, if they can get through it with a continuous video and link it to me, let me know about it, send me the link or whatever with them completing it, no editing on the video at all. It's got to be from start to finish with no cuts. But if they complete it successfully, I'll come up with a prize for them. I don't know what it is right this second, but I'll come up with something. Yeah, with the Split Decision, the only problem is at the very end, you're supposed to have two random choices that'll come up. And it's either that you're waking up from a nightmare, in which case you have a nightmare scenario to deal with, or you're waking up and it's a pleasant dream and you're waking up to sunshine and butterflies and all that kind of stuff. And I think that was the one that didn't appear, and that replayer is supposed to, I think the replayer will work manually. No, actually, I think I did redo it. So what's supposed to happen with that replayer is that clouds are supposed to appear at the end of the rail, because you're going to end up being bounced off the rail, and then you got to stay on the clouds for like 10 seconds, hopping from one to another and to another. And if you do that, then you get to land and then try to get to the alarm clock scenario. So the clouds weren't appearing, and we weren't getting the friendlier music and the better lighting, so far as the happy effects. We were only getting the doom and gloom. The toy box is Split Decision. It's, whatchamacallit there? The Inside Out cast. It says Inside Out, and then it says Split Decision. And if you go back on my channel, you'll see the game when I built it. And actually, I'm sure the build is there to show the logic being put in, I think. But that was one of the last games I made before the servers went down. And I was really bummed because it, by far, is my best work. And I had a really strong feeling that that could have even been featured on their little YouTube channel thing, which would have been cool. But I wanted to make a game that even I could not beat. And that worked pretty well because I beat it like 3 times ever. Now, again, there are cheats. You know, the way the game's supposed to be played, you can't use flying characters. The minute you cheat and put a flying character, then you can beat it. And that's how I had to do that for testing purposes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Basically what happens is Riley's dad is sleeping the day before a big interview for a job that he's looking for. And the gang's all concerned that he's getting a good night's sleep, so you end up on a rail system that's going to send you through, wow, goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 7 or 8 different little worlds. And the rails are going to change with randomizers and pivoting arms, things like that. So you've got to make a split decision, and depending on what decision you make, could lead up to the next thing happening to you. So, like I said, by far my favorite of anything I ever created in that game. And that's saying something, you know, it's like picking your favorite kid. But, yeah, that'd be my favorite kid. There's a lot of other ones that I liked more aesthetically than this one. But so far as overall gameplay and replayability, I mean, even when I was just messing around with that again recently to do the repair work on it, it was like a good hour just playing that one game, trying to beat it again. And when I say a good hour, I don't mean good like I having a good time. I was getting frustrated. But that was the goal when I made it. As you know, Disney Infinity had the rep of being, you know, like a kiddie game and anybody can beat these things. And for the most part, yeah, you're right. But I wanted something that was going to be different than that. And that's where that one came in. And that's perfect there. The floor mat disappeared and everything. Nice. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it is a tough, and I'm not saying it because I made it. I mean, by all means, as soon as you can play it, let me know what you think of it. I was always bummed that it didn't have enough time to really get seen by that many people. I'd say I posted it maybe 8 days before servers went down, right in that ballpark, so it never had a lot of exposure. And, you know, my channel isn't that big a channel, even for Infinity. You know, there was definitely a smaller niche audience for Infinity. But even by that standard, didn't really get the full shebang. Did I just switch out color tones? No. All right, buddy. Take care. For any of you that may be joining us here on this channel because of Fallout content, if you're into these build videos, then there's a lot of us that have been doing stuff with Disney Infinity builds, and this channel's got a ton of that stuff up there. While I don't do it very much anymore, I still like it, and occasionally I will dust off the disc and put it back in there and come up with some new plans and ideas. But for sure, this game is dominating me right now, so. Alright, we've got the upstairs floor plan. Well, the outer shell anyway. Let's be specific about that. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do here. So far as how these are going to work out. What I am thinking is 2 separate living quarters, 1 on each side. And this area here can be a common area. Okay, so we're going to need a door. Now this is probably going to come with its own little problem here in a second. I'll tell you what that's going to be. For whatever reason, this little threshold here at the bottom of the door, the NPCs don't like to cross it. I don't know what the reason is behind that, the rationale, but it definitely can muck up the work sometimes. That's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty dang good. And I'm thinking I'm going to have another door down here as well. That went smoothly. That looks good. So we're going to have 2 different entry points. And I'll probably divide this in half as well, so we'll have 2 different rooms. And there'll probably be a connection to get from one to the other as well. Starting to come together. Like I said, this will be a common area. We'll put like a table and a set of chairs or something like that out here where folks can lounge about. Maybe have a drink before bed kind of thing. Or maybe I'll put it at this end because it seems like there's going to be more room at this end. Yeah, that's what I think. Plus you'll want to take advantage of the view out the window, so there you have that. One of the things I'm a little bummed about with this game is at nighttime, see what happens with the glass. I mean, yeah, you can see out a little bit, but it puts that smear all over it. And at certain angles, like right there, that's like a Wild West town or something going on in the background. Maybe the Vim factory. It's hard for me to tell. But that's not what's outside the window. Yeah, as I pull out, you can even see a little bit better that the image isn't the actual image. But then from this angle, that's pretty much accurately what's out there. Solution to that is you make your own windows and don't put any glass in. So. But no, I want to have the glass. During the daylight, that's not an issue, so you can enjoy the daylights better than the PMs. But we have plenty of outdoor viewing areas for that, so. Okay, moving on. Where are we at here? I want to put another door on this side. Oh, it's going to snap and everything. Nice. Very cooperative of you. We're going to have to remember. Let's make sure. Yep, that fits. Ooh, and down we go. Level? No, didn't think so. There we go. All right. So the basis of the floor plan is now in place. I'm going to put the roof on last. Hopefully be able to put some of this fishing stuff out there. Alright, we're going to slowly but surely start to build this thing up. Oh, look at that size meter filling up already. Well, then again, we've got a lot of stuff that we've already had down there, so. Alright, let's get you out of here so that I can.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go put this up there. And then bring this down over here somewhere. There you go. There's your new home. Let's see, anything over here? Checking on the piggy bank every once in a while. Is that not a gorgeous sky, though? The colors they use, that really dark blue, but it's not black. And having the Predwin up there. Not, you know, having gone through the game and then watch other people's playthroughs here and there. The thought of destroying the Predwin just breaks my heart. I can't do that. I love the ship. I love it in the sky like that. But then there's another part of me that wonders, you know, if it goes down, is the wreckage of it on the ground where you can, like, explore it in any way? But, man, you got good shopkeepers and stuff in there. I'm just not going to give that up. I do have a challenge set for myself, though. Once I hit 1 million caps, and I'm at 600,000 now, then I'm just going to start a whole new playthrough. I'll save this one, of course, but... And that's kind of why I'm going around right now trying to rebuild all of these that I wasn't really thrilled with. Or in this case, just do more with what I already had. Alright, let's see something here. That's what I was afraid of. We don't have any weapons. Well, actually, that's not a problem. That just means I can drop what I got now, so we're good. Generally, I try just to drop the weapons themselves and not the grenades and stuff, because they don't really take up much. Alright. That brings us down a little bit. Probably do it one more time. So what I would normally do is I would have a stash right next to the table where I'd put all my weapons, and then I'd have a separate stash here of weapons I just don't give a rat's ass about, and I would just do this trick over and over again with them. But as of right now, I know all these weapons are mine, so... Because otherwise I had to sift through them, it was a little bit more time consuming. I hope something didn't just fall through the sand there. Yeah, that was dangerous because it did fall through into the sand, and if I didn't see it, could have lost it forever. Maybe that's what happened with my free fall leg armor. The most valuable armor in the game. Well, I don't know about valuable, but the hardest to get armor in the game. And I have no idea what happened to it. It's just not in my inventory anymore. And I think I might have accidentally sold it to a vendor, but I'm going to all the vendors figuring it would still be with them. Haven't found it there. Then I thought maybe I put it in one of my stashes at one of the settlements, but so far haven't found it in there. And the last thing I can think of now is that maybe when I was armoring up a settler, I threw it on them by accident, not realizing which armor it was. But so far I have not come back across it, so I've got the milk carton ad out there. If you happen to see my leg armor, there is a reward. Please let me know where it's at. Alright, so that brings us down another... It's almost 50%. And then normally it'll put everything right back where it was. I just reorganized all my stuff, so I'm glad that worked out. Got my small firearms over here, and then I keep my nuke for the big jobs. Then we got the explosive sniper, the flacker. Oh, I'd switch that out though. Hold on. I'm going to have to switch it back again. There we go. They're basically the same weapon, but because this one is vanilla, I got the scope mod that allows you to see through the scope without losing your peripheral. And it's a much more accurate weapon aiming-wise. But you need those frag grenades, and they ain't easy to find. And you can't manufacture them, and even the Dr. Morbius mod doesn't have them in there, so. I thought I was going to be able to just say, oh, I'm going to get 1,000 of them, screw you guys, and then no, that's not there. What was I doing here? Oh, I'd made space so I could do what I'm going to do here. You know what? Let's go get some electricity. I think I have a power generator. Got that one. Did I not do... Wow, really? Yeah. A little surprised. I thought I'd put in one of the big boys there. Hopefully this will be a non-issue. Excuse me. Nope, that's not what I want. What do I want? Oh, losing my mind. Okay, that's where we're going. I'm going to take 2 of these for now, and hopefully that won't mess things up in any way. The Wi-Fi glitch. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, whoever came up with this should be in the Video Game Hall of Fame. This is, for builders, a game changer. And it doesn't hurt the game in any way. You know, for people that want that realistic, wiry look, go ahead and use the wires. For those of us, though, that want to have it looking clean, there we go. It's nice to have that option, too. Alright, for now, I'm just going to throw these all on the sides here. We'll be hiding them behind some piece of furniture or something later on, so you won't be able to see them. In some cases, not this case, but sometimes you can actually embed them right into the wooding. Alright, now we can get some light on the subject. This is not the lights that I will end up using, but they're going to provide good lighting for building purposes, which is what I need right now. There we go. And who knows, I might stick with that anyway. Let me see what it looks like from outside. Yeah, I might stick with that. That's not a bad look. We'll see. This is not what I was going for. I want this. these up a little bit. There you go. Gives us that. And then let's get to our furniture. We're going to do something like this, but not with that one. I want some better, yeah, something like this. This is going to basically disguise that floating staircase a bit. That's good. Very nice. Now, let's see. This is what I was thinking. Will it work? Well, I think with the carpet, it might. Although, does this snap? This snaps. But I still think it'll work. With a carpet glitch. Let's see what this looks like. Looks already pretty damn good. But yeah, I would like it to go. Well, not that big a difference actually. And I can scoot the couch down a little bit. Like that. Then we can put another plant over here to hide that. And do that on each side. What do you think? Oh, look at them already coming to use the new place. I love it. Can you not walk right through the middle of what I'm doing? There we go. Take some of these guys here. So we'll put that there. That there. Now we no longer have a floating staircase. Something just dawned on me. Haven't done a save. It would be very bad if this game crapped out in the middle of this. For those of you that have had the same problem that I have had, and it may be mod related, hard to say, but I'll go back to start a game, loading in from where I last left off, and it'll just keep on crapping out, and game won't load, and sends you back to the restart menu. Solution for me has always been to go back one or two saves prior until it finally lets you load in. And then from that map, just move around the map a little bit, fast travel a couple of times, then go back to the save that wouldn't work before, and it normally will work at that point. What I have now found that if you have the DLCs, any of them I guess would probably work because I've mixed and matched. But at the end of my day, when I know I'm pretty much done, I will go to one of the DLC player homes. And that's where I will sign out from. And I've not had a problem since doing that. It's always cranked right back up for me. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by saying all this. But if you're having that same problem, that might be a solution for you. Alright, I think this is going to be it for today on this one. I'm still trying to figure out where and what I want to put. We got the couches there. Somewhere we're going to have a viewing area for like a TV. I'm thinking on this wall maybe. We'll figure that out. Gonna do a kitchen down here. I'm thinking in this corner perhaps. We're gonna be putting some sort of chairs and tables out here, as well as fishing gear. And then again, I think I'm going to divide the rooms here somehow or another. Won't necessarily be 50-50 in half, but like right down this line, where one part will be a living quarters, another part will be a sleeping scenario. How many beds I got currently? Well, how many settlers, I guess I should say. I got 11 beds, 9 people. That number's going to be going up, so I'll probably take the 11 beds that currently exist and move them around here for the time being. Or maybe just 9, since there's 9 settlers currently. And those will be the 9 that are going to get to stay here. I'll assign all of them.
Yes?
Yes. Alright, well, that's where we're going to be leaving this part off. As I promised, though, we can take a quick look at what else I've been dealing with offline. Austin Airport, no. Bunker Hill, yeah, we've been doing some stuff at Bunker. Take a quick look over there. So if you've been following along, you know that there's a platform up here that I had nothing going with, and I was like, I'm going to do something with it, I just don't know what. And finally came up with an idea to put the weight benches up here. There was a gap from this floor to the raggy ceiling over here, which I didn't like, so I laid down some turd boxes from the outhouse. And then because I didn't want that to be the visual, and I didn't want to see people taking a dump next to the person that's doing the weightlifting, we put some wood floor panels over it with the pillar glitch. Technically, you could probably try and have a squat here, but it would just look like you're sitting. Actually, let me see. Will it let me? It would, wouldn't it? But it'll look like you're just hanging out there waiting on somebody else. Or waiting for your turn on the bench, or maybe you're resting up after doing a set. So, while that's still doable, I don't imagine... I don't think you can get to these. Oh, you can. Wait a minute. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, it won't let you do it, will it? No. Good. Alright, he looks like he's got something to say.
Hey.
Maybe you can help. Our generator's busted, and we don't have the parts we need to fix it.
I'd be glad to help if I can.
We're just missing a few key parts to get our old generator running again.
A few key parts. That Boston accent. Generator was working fine when I was last here. What'd y'all do to it? And it took my alarm clock. Dadgummit. Another thing we added, a cat. Of course, with the power generator down, did that not... I didn't see the food in there. Hold on. Because I was going to add another one. I don't see the food, but it seems like it's running. Well, no. I was going to add a second cat, and then a dog appeared out of nowhere. Is he still around? Now he's not here? Unless he's wandering? Yeah, I thought the kid needed a pet, because the happiness here wasn't doing too well, so I got the cat. And then a dog appeared, so I put a doghouse down, and he went in there. But now he's not here. Unless he's meandering around somewhere. Meandering. Oh, I gotta actually make nice with this guy too now. Okay. Give me a beer for my efforts. Cost me an alarm clock.
All the power you need now.
That's great. We really appreciate the help.
97. Wow. Going all out, aren't you? That was a nice, simple one to fix. Kitty, 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 kitty. So yeah, adding the cat, adding the workout station up here. Pretty much, I would say at this point I'm really close to done with the Bunker Hill build. Still want to put some more stuff on, like this table looks too barren to me. But I think the rest of this room's okay. The shops are okay. Thought I did something in the shop. What was it? Oh, yeah, I remember. Looks better at night. But put the lights up here on the gun racks, because at nighttime it looked just like blah. So now we got some lights up there. It helps that pop up a little bit. I think that's everything for Bunker Hill. This ended up, and I think I showed it in the last video. So I basically glitched in a mattress and relocated one of the assigned sleeping beds. So I glitched in a newer one to make it look nicer. Well, it turns out that the one that was assigned, nobody ever seemed to sleep in. But now all of a sudden somebody was sleeping in it, and then somebody is sleeping in the newer version. And they're sleeping in, like the headboards apparently were in opposite directions. So I'll let you figure out the rest. Somewhat inappropriate. Alright, next up. Bunker Hill's good. Coastal, nothing since the last one. County Crossing, that was the one we worked on the other day. It is now, I would say, pretty much done. I mean, I might still throw some more decorations in there here and there, but I don't anticipate building anything more. So again, this is pre-existing in the sense that I've had this here for several videos now. This is not new. This is not new. This is not new. The crossroads is not new. Some of the things that are new. That steeple on top of the barracks here covers the power generator, and the smoke coming out kind of gives a billowy effect that it may be coming from the steeple, like maybe there's something in there with a smokestack. Barn's still here to house the cattle. I redid some of the fencing here to give us
Farming's as honest
more
as it gets.
outlets here for the staff to get in and out and to get to different locations on the map, like on that opposite side there. This is now the country kitchen. And you can come in here and get a quick bite. I like the way this turned out. Very casual and quaint. I've tried coming up with some ideas of stuff to put on the walls, but nothing that I feel fits right at the moment. One of the things I've said in other streams is that there's a mod for the poster art, and I liked it very much, but it was stopping me from going to certain items on the ribbon for poster art, for pre-existing. It kind of, like the poster art from the different mods kind of fell in the middle of the ribbon, and then things at the end of the ribbon. You get through the beginning, no problem. You get through the poster art, no problem. Well, I shouldn't even say that. You didn't get through all the poster art, and then all of a sudden it would just freeze. The game would freeze. So what I might do is when I'm really, really happy with everything, I may then reincorporate that mod, and then I can do some of these poster art things on these walls here, because that's the kind of thing I think would, even on this wall, I think this would be really good for it. Alright, so I think we saw this last time, but this is where the restroom facilities is for this building. Outside at the moment. Did I do anything yet? Yeah, I did. Workout station here. We put dumbbells down. Barbells. We got our pommel horse. Try not to go through the window. And I haven't done it yet, but I think we're going to see a table and chairs coming out over here. Some sort of a viewing area. And then the last thing I talked about doing is now done, and that is this is going to be a work area. And look at him at work. I love that. Manufacturing. Lots of ammo. Fix stuff up, paint it up, clean things up. And then we've got this long driving conveyor belt, which really does nothing other than make it look like it's a working environment. I didn't have enough space to do anything elaborate with that. I would have liked to just loop it and have things being sucked out, sent back up, over and around, and dropped onto the conveyor belt, just so it looked like stuff was constantly being shuffled through from an optics standpoint. I think that would have been cool, but there was just no way to make that happen in this tight space, and it's not needed. This is good the way it is. And what I can still use this for, if I had somebody traveling with me, is I can use it as a duplicator. So if I needed an outfit duplicated quickly, or a gun, or anything else for that matter, I could drop it on the conveyor belt, have them duplicated in the hopper. And I think we were done with this last time, but in case, duffel bag down there for storage. We got foot lockers for storage. And our bunk beds that I'm really a fan of because they actually use both bunks. And I did come across in Bunker Hill, I think yesterday, another scenario where the in-game bunk beds had someone sleeping, an NPC sleeping on the top bunk, but not the bottom bunk. I've yet to see them sleep on both top and bottom. And it's rare that I see anyone sleeping on the top. I made this little sit-out area here. Maybe a lunch break, he wants to come down, have a beer, just relax a little. Took the Nuka World, I guess it would have been part of the Nuka World DLC. This is a cutout that normally has a standout base on it. Like that. And I just glitched it into the wall. At night, it actually looks like a bush. In the daytime, it looks like maybe somebody spray painted it on there. Either way, it kind of makes the place look cool, that little area. So there's the big overview of the now pretty much complete
Ain't looking for trouble.
Yeah, we got our smokestack, call it whatever you want.
Yes?
Can't remember the last time I had
County crossing sign goes up, so now everybody knows which settlement they've come to. I redid this wall. It was kind of wonky. Took all the old stuff out, put this in, neatened it up a bit, straightened it up a bit. And there you have it. And we have 2 workbenches now as well. I need to get another one of these utility outfits.
Easy living, this ain't.
I like my utility people to have those outfits. I think it's a good look. We got any money? Oh, 227. Nicely done. And now, I think almost all of my settlements at this point are producing. There might be one left that still hasn't been developed that way yet. Not counting the Boston airport, which never will be. It's just there for entertainment purposes. That's where we have our battle dome. So yeah, that's County Crossing. Pretty much complete. Covenant, I've done almost nothing to. I've just cleaned it up, straightened it up, left it the way it was because I liked it. Group Matter is one of those on my list of probably going to go back and do something else with it, but don't know what yet. Egret is in good shape. Finch Farm. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with it more than I've already done. Definitely not going to do anything more with General Atomica or Atomics. Why is it happy as solo though? 10 people. Food, water's good. Beds. Beds? That's inaccurate that there's 0 beds. So sometimes what we have to do is actually just travel back, and all of a sudden it's going to reset it to a normal happiness number. Yeah, 12 beds all of a sudden. Boom. Happiness 58 and climbing. Never should have been that low because it was a glitch, but it happens. This is a mod, so that explains that. We're 2 over, which is all I needed. Got really good defense. Yeah, nothing to not be happy about. If anyone didn't see the build for this, excuse me. We've redone Fallon's. There's no mods on the interior. It's just a mod to get this as a settlement. Put some clothes out there. Racked up some stuff on the shelves. All this is put down with the... Oh, I got bottle caps. Hi. All this stuff is put out with the OC... Is OC Creator? What do they call it? Decorator. OC Decorator. And the good thing about that is, while you can no longer collect the vase and use it that way, it's not getting knocked over, it's not getting pushed around. That's the same for all this stuff. So this stuff is all pretty much permanently affixed. I can still pick it up and move it around, and I can store it and put it somewhere else, but I can never drop it after I've placed it out with the decorator. It becomes a static piece. What's the good word? I guess yeah was it. So we got some basic clothing out in this area here. Nothing too fancy. And then upstairs, refresh my memory. More of a living quarters. Yeah, we threw some beds up here. Not even sure if anyone's using them, to be honest with you. Got the racks, but I haven't used them for anything. Because this is going to be a living quarter, and you can see some of this stuff I couldn't even scrap, which was disappointing. I'll just end up putting some sort of furniture, although it's tough to put it here, otherwise they can't get access to the beds. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I don't do a whole lot with the upstairs at this point. I may end up doing something later on down the line, but I don't have any vision whatsoever for the upstairs. I was real happy with the way the downstairs turned out. And then this was turned into a drugstore, hence the sign. I felt like I was putting a light on there from somewhere. And it may have been the... There is a light shining on it. And I think I ended up sinking the light in, but it still shines through, is what it was. So we got all of our...
Up, let's get a look at you.
We got all our drugs here and more stuff here. There's a busted up shelf that I couldn't do anything with, so. Then here in the back, got some cooking facilities all set to go there. Could have scrapped all this, I suppose, but again, I was just thinking about the main entryways and the parts that customers would actually see. Couldn't put the windows in here. I tried. I think one of them, yeah, this did. This went in, but couldn't get one for this. Bounce on over here to Slocum's, and you know that because that was the first thing we did on this build, was the Slocum sign. Huh? And it comes with it.
The Slocum's, Joe. Can I set you up with a nice hot cup of coffee on the house?
And this was that really annoying floor. Uh-huh. I don't know if it'll let us put it there with the OC generator or not. This is that floor that was not cooperating for anything. It was just like extra mush. And placing things out was a massive pain in the ass. And having said that, I still see a lot of stuff on the floor. It's like, I don't think you could even put the carpet down to help with the carpet glitches. Look at this. Everything, oh, this is because of him. I did get these cups up here, and that was glitching them in. I think. Not sure now. Wow, what a mess this dude made.
Looking for a nice hot cup of Joe?
Looking for somebody who's not a home wrecker. Jeez Louise. Hurricane Handy over here. Let me guess. Before you knock them all down, can you maybe stay outside for a while? I don't know. Let's see if we can... See if we can put any of this stuff back up. Get away. We'll put that in the fridge afterwards if we can. I got a funny feeling that because it was a DLC item, it's not going to be in this. And it appears that it's not. That's a shame. Because he's just going to mess it all up again and again and again. Well. Let's see if we can put the pies at least course not. I thought it might work with this. Mercy. So our best guess is going to be to try. Oh wait. I mean, otherwise I can drop them and place them in there and then they'll be all over the floor again. What I was thinking is to try the pillar glitch, but I don't even know with this floor. Oh, it actually will? Let me see. Oh, well, there may be an opportunity for this yet. We can give it a shot. Oh, we got the door. Well, goodbye, door. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Never mind. Just realized something else, but that's okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna try. I'm not so sure about this one, but... Alright. We'll see how this turns out. Am I close enough? Of course not. Bingo. And those aren't going nowhere. That's the first easy thing I've had in this shop. I'm gonna have to put the door back on here in a minute. I don't think it'll snap in though. I think I have to pillar glitch that too, but let me see. Yeah, it's gotta get pillar glitched. That's pretty sure. Try one last thing here. This won't be a permanent fix, unfortunately. So I know what I can do. This ought to work pretty smoothly, hopefully. Where are we at? Here we are. Oh, what? I don't have... Really? But I can make this one? No, I can't make this one, so why is it showing me this one? Alright, I got another solution. Alright, we're gonna go with can't see the label, but I'm gonna presume that's it. If not, oh well. This one's going to do the part of the conduit to give us a little bit more space. Hopefully. Really? What the hell? What's going on with that? Huh. Didn't expect it not to pick them up. Wow. Select all not working. I'm going to try one last thing here. Well, I got a feeling if it wouldn't work for one, it won't work for the other. Let me slide this over here, being difficult because of the uneven ground. Huh. Won't do it. Oh well. We'll just throw 2 bags up there then, since they're going to end up on the floor anyway. Mr. Not So Handy over here.
Slocum's Joe.
Shut up.
Can I set you up with a nice hot cup of coffee?
Can you
On
move
the
your
house.
ass? Oh, this thing's going to annoy the hell out of me. Like I said, these things are going to end up on the floor, so I'm not going to go crazy. I'm surprised. I guess it's DLC. Whoopsie.
What'll it be? Just coffee today?
Maybe I'll slide this one down here. We'll see. If it's still there, like in a week's time, I might put a few more up, but for right now. And let's do the door. The one DLC that I have, but I don't have it installed, is the Shroud Manor, and the reason for that is if you put Shroud Manor in, the door glitch will not work anymore, which I found out the hard way. So what I'm doing right now, you can't do that with Shroud Manor. You can remove that, but then you're not going to be able to grab the door and put it anywhere, so you'd actually have to have some sort of door frame, which was what I ended up doing here originally, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think I managed to just force the door frame in there and then put the door in and then remove the frame separately. But you can't do that with a lot of places, like this one. And the reason for that is Shroud Manor has the bookcase doors, basically to hide rooms and stuff. It looks like a bookcase, but it's actually a door. And whatever it is they did with that took away this grab all feature for doors. So I had to determine, is having the player home more valuable to me, and the handful of items that you got with the Shroud DLC, is that more important to me than being able to do door glitches? And I'm like, no, not even a close contest there. So I had to uninstall it and reboot the whole game. It was a pain in the butt, but you learn from your mistakes, don't we? It makes us better at the end. Hopefully. Will this fit? Okay. I wasn't sure if the... Okay, so I'm going to have this evened up on ground level. Put that there. Put that there. And grab all. So again, you will lose this function if you bring in the Shroud Manor DLC, so... If you're late to the party like I am and you're thinking, oh, I want to get the DLC, this game is awesome. It is awesome. The DLC is awesome. But you will lose the ability. Let me see, what did I do incorrectly here? I raised it, I should have lowered it. That's what it is. Alright, that might take care of the problem. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, there we go. Bingo.
Looking for a nice hot cup of joe?
And we're back in business. Alright, doors on, shelves are fixed. Couldn't scrap a lot of this stuff. I wish I could have. And again, this is on the PS4, PS5, so obviously with a PC you can pretty much scrap almost everything in the game. But for the rest of us, not so much of an option. Did I check? I don't think I did. Check the piggy bank here and see what we got going on. If you haven't seen this one before, we got all our agriculture up top here. And then we've got our generator here. And I thought... Oh, no, I know. Yeah, with this one, they put the workbench. Ooh, mercy. All the way up here. Should be some decent caps in here, because I haven't been up here in a minute. Drum roll, please. Oh, that's not that big. That's what she said. Not to me, but in general. So yeah, that's where they put the workbench in this one. As I said, I lost my free fall armor, which makes me very sad. And then I crafted this instead, which takes 50% of fall damage away. I have jumped from pretty high buildings, and yeah, I still have to use the stim pack just to get the broken leg healed, but I haven't died from a fall, so I just want the damn armor that I earned. Ammunitions. What was back here? Oh yeah, we threw a desk in, and I'm surprised I didn't put a chair with it. Just add a chair. Couldn't scrap this stuff, man. It would have been nice to have a cleaned up office a little bit, but I know a lot of people like the scrappy look too, so here you have the scrappy look. I'm going to use the airplane chair. I think it's a good fit. And then in here we've got beds. That's probably going to have a Mr. Handy occupying one. There you go. If I move these beds away, he'll fall through and I'll throw him away, and then he'll respawn right back there, so why bother? Then we got Madden's, which is kind of now just a workout center. But we do got the mitts over here in case somebody wants to get rambunctious. Could probably think about putting some stuff on the shelves. Not sure exactly what I would for a place like this, but probably use a light or two on the walls too. Let me see if I can. That's the thing. Sometimes you walk away from these things. I need more copper. Never mind. This location doesn't have enough materials, so whenever I'm ready to actually do something with it, I'll just go store up at Dr. Morbius's, which is one of the greatest mods for all platforms. If you don't want to have to go and hunt and scrap everything yourself, it's all there. It's refreshable. It refreshes on your command, yeah. Now, why the one in the bed won't stay out here, I don't know. But yeah, I've thrown all of them out of the way. And walk up a little further this time around so they're not so easy to see. Fun fact that some people don't know, I didn't know till about a month or so ago, but you can hold the square button down and that'll kind of throw the object instead of just dropping it. That's what you would use for like the basketball and stuff like that. It doesn't have any effect, like if you were to drop a grenade, then pick it up and throw it that way, it won't work. It'll throw the grenade, but it's not going to detonate or anything. What a cool moon. Good artwork on that. The longer you hold the square button, the more oomph will be on your throw. Went too fast. It's kind of roadside, but I think we can hide them in here. There you go. That's a good spot. Got him dangling by the eye. Head over these bushes here. any of the settlement stuff that, whether, what is that? Oh, never mind. Whether it's something like the droids here or what have you, even some of the bodies of named settlers that won't disintegrate, I'll find bushes nearby and throw them in there, and generally speaking, that really hides the scene of the crime pretty well. Oop, gotta get rid of that. Would have been nice if it would have cleaned up. The guy that did this on the video I saw had the PC version, so he got all that crap out of there and it looked much nicer. Great Garden, I think. Not sure. I think I've shown you guys the last of that, and this is one of the ones that is now done. Kind of checked off my list at this point. So now it's got 2 greenhouses instead of 1. It's got a little sitting area here. Can't scrap this car. Wish I could. We've got a couple of different guard posts. We've got an outhouse here. Workstation down here. Like this workstation a lot. This is parts from Mr. Handy that was part of the actual robots team here that got taken out in a gunfight of some sort, and you can't even lift or relocate these parts really. So I just put the cardboard box there to make it seem like they're inside the cardboard box for parts. That's my dummy stash there where I'll put all my weapons if I need to make more memory up. But at this point I think we're good. Got our dining area, or food prep area I guess I should say. And coming on up. So I've got 2 builds on bridges. There's this one and Finch Farm. Got rooms to one side, shops to the other side. So we'll go this way first. When it comes to rooms for rent, it's this. And then Grey Garden residents only are allowed in here. And because you couldn't scrap half of this stuff, that's why I went with mixing, matching furniture and stuff, figuring, just junk it up a bit. And this is kind of like an attic where you just have a bunch of crap laying around. You got your 3 gnomes and some barrels of probably very nuclear radioactive material. Probably not a good place to have it, but. And then the upstairs bedroom. I thought this lamp would turn on and off when I saw the switch, but no, it doesn't. A couple of towels there for wall decoration. And that's what Grey Garden looks like today. That's probably as much as I really see me doing on this. I was thinking about putting like a workout station here somehow, but there's just no way to build on this. Let me just see something out of curiosity. The good thing about walking away and then coming back a day later or so is now you got fresh eyes, and yeah, no, it's gonna. I thought I maybe came up with an idea. It's like I can start back here and build the floor out this way and make the workout center, but no, that's not gonna happen. So let's test out the legs. Oh, didn't even do any braking on that one.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as good as the armor that you get. That is absolutely 0 damage. But once modified, they did okay. And I don't jump off top of buildings all the time, so. Green Top Nursery is on my list of things that I'm going to rebuild. And maybe not entirely rebuilding, but definitely upgrading. So as you see, no caps. The only shop we have is down here, and I guess he got killed or something because he hadn't been there in a minute. So we're not earning anything, and I don't like the way this sits out here by itself. It was just something I threw in there to make some sort of money off of the location. But then I thought after the fact, we got a lot of open area. And based on what I just did with Grey Garden, now I kind of like these. I don't want to get rid of. Oh, did I put that in backwards? Shoot. No, we'll move it around so it's facing the other way. I like the idea of doing these. The only difference I would say is maybe putting a mattress on top of that and moving the table and chairs down this end more. Not 100% on this. I'm going to do something else with that. So the idea is not that I'm going to do anything to change what's up already here. I really like the way the patio came out, for example. I'm not messing with that. I do want to put some more decorations out.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
Yeah, kind of killed all the ghouls off because I didn't like listening to them. So this kind of stuff is already set in place, and I'm happy with that. I might add some more, again, decorations. I could use more of that. Oh. Well, that's the guy that's supposed to be earning me money. How come you ain't? I thought you was dead. Maybe I need to make you dead. So what I'm thinking is this will be the shops in here. And I finally came up with an idea because the way the wood floors in here, that takes away your height with the ceiling slumped. So I couldn't put walls in. But what I could do is put these guys in, and then I can put two more on top of that to make it to the right height. And then I can put those in. So these are going to be my walls at the end of the day. And then I can take away these cabinets that are kind of providing that wall currently. And that'll open this room up quite a bit. And I think I'm going to shoot for doing the same thing on this, getting rid of all these cabinets. Is there anything in these lockers? No? Okay. Oops. Go ahead and scrap those out. And this really isn't that bad anyway. It just needs a couple of panels. That'll be fine. Make sure there's nothing in them before I delete them. And I'll do the same thing over here. One last look. Okay. So that's what's going to happen. So again, this wall will be completed by using these. Got a bathroom already set up in here. Probably don't just leave that alone, put a door in. No, I don't know about the door. That may not happen. Let's see, just for shits and giggles, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to be way too tall. I don't think, even if I try glitching, I'm pretty sure it's not going to play nice. We'll give it a shot. Worst that can happen is it doesn't happen. Like this area is already set up now.
Good day? One of
ends without an empty stomach.
Might cap this off since I can't really do... Well, I guess we can put stuff on the top shelf. Make use of it that way. Yeah, the reason this little patio entryway exists is because at that time I didn't know about the problem that came with the Shroud DLC. So now, going back, I can... Well, no, again, in this case, it may still be an issue because of the height. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to avoid the door scenario, but that's alright. I'm perfectly fine with it the way it is right now. So yeah, I want to move the shops indoors and kind of clean up these vehicle homes. As soon as I want to try and work on these things, stay there, stay there. You're going to be a pain in the ass. Yep. The minute I come over there to try and turn it around so it's facing the right way, is when they want to stick their fat faces in it. Oh, repair it? No wonder it wasn't doing anything. It was broken. I didn't know. I didn't know you could break stands. Alright, well in that case I'll leave it there for now. Maybe I'll get 25 caps out of it. Let's see, does he get off his ass now and go to work all of a sudden? Not like he couldn't have done something like the other guy did, saying, hey, the thing ain't working, can you fix it for us? No, just gonna sit on your lazy ass.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
You need to get to work one of these days.
Biggest town I ever saw.
It's scamming me, man. What time is it? Oh, it's PM, no wonder. Alright, let's get and skip to... That was a lot of lost income.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Still ain't working yet. What time is it? Everybody get your asses to work, please. Go another 2 hours. If he ain't there by then, he's fired. Dude, seriously. What's her job? Yeah, you're supposed to be doing stuff too. Must be nice to just show up for work whatever the fuck time you want. Okay, that ain't him at least. But he ain't here neither. You know what? I might just execute him. Dumbass. Your last chance before me putting a cap in you. Resource was already assigned. It showed he was assigned to it. Wow, you gonna head to work? What a novel idea. This workshop's kind of like a little scrappy. You got stuff laying around, different parts. Are they done? Oh, hell. Damn. These Brahmin are pissing me off, man. Actually, why am I bothering? Screw it. Y'all gonna just stick in that crappy little location. I don't care. Alright. Hangman's. We did do some work on Hangman's Alley, which is one of my all-time favorites. I can't take full credit for it because a lot of this is copied as directly as possible from, I don't remember the name of the channel, but when you see this, just go to Hangman's Settlement on YouTube and you're going to see one that looks almost identical. So you have the little sign right there letting you know what the prices are, and this is more of a red light district. And I was like, well, of course in Fallout, of course you would have something like this. And out of all the builds I've seen, nobody did anything like this, not just here in the alley, but anywhere. And I thought it was perfect for the inner city, for the alleyway, everything about it. And again, most of this is going to look very familiar to his if you find it. However, I just added this yesterday.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul.
And it's not for anything other than my traversing. Because, as usual, when you get over here, a lot of times things are under attack and fights are going off. And then, there it goes, on cue. So now, I have a faster, more advantageous way of getting to these fights and skirmishes. Goodbye. Okay, that's a waste of a nuke, though. Who's shooting at me? Yeah. So yeah, now we have the upper hand on these idiots. That it? Short and sweet. Give me my caps. I want my caps. Oop. There they go. What I was wondering is if I've unlocked the free fall armor, is there a possibility that it'll show up as a legendary weapon now that it's not in my inventory anymore? I doubt it, but that was one of the I wonder ifs. So yeah, I like having this new advantage on the skirmish that often occurs when you come here. Faster, big advantage. Can we make the jump? Yeah, buddy. So that's new. And that the thing about it is that makes me now want to come back here more often. So we got the arms dealer over here. You got your clinic over here. Now he did some different stuff on this side than I've done, but this is what worked for me, so basically got 3 rooms for rent. Straight up, no frills by the hour. Here's a little nicer one if you decide you want to stay the night. And for those kinky sons of bitches out there, and I used to have like handcuffs and stuff, but then it kept falling through. But now that I've got the OC decorator, I can put that stuff back down and it won't go anywhere, so I need to get more. Actually, there's the handcuffs. At least we can put that part up. I was gonna say there was a shelf and I had stuff on it, but I don't remember what it was now. Thinking of personal effects. Thinking maybe. Yep, there it is. Good guess. And those will never disappear through the floor again. When enemies do attack inside, there's always one that ends up down here. So I just throw a grenade over there and that's usually the last kill. So again, we hear all that fireworks going off in the background. I'm just gonna pop up on the roof if I can get over that. It's over for now. I missed it. I hear more, but it's way off in the distance. So that's what the latest and greatest is with Hangman. Should make a plane. We just trying to make them happier, and I put a cat trap in there. According to this, food and water are down, which I don't think that's accurate, but let's go check. Shouldn't be. Yeah, food's way up. Water is fine. Let's go see if we have a cat.
Yes? Another day of hard work.
Another day of hard work. It never changes. Cat's here. Hello, kitty cat. Oh. Is he gonna open doors? He is gonna open doors. Look at that. I'm sure that won't be too annoying. Alright, so we now have a cat to help boost the happiness in this fine community. And it is boosting. I don't know how it got down to 53 to begin with. Well, yeah, I do, because there was a stupid glitch. That's why you gotta kind of check over these things occasionally. Anything that's in the 70s I'm fine with. I'm not gonna go bouncing. We were just there, so that'll be going up. This is where we're at now. That'll be going up. Murkwater is an empty site that we use strictly for combat. Nuka Town, USA. Oh, that's the, yeah. Oh, what's happening with Rocket? It has been a long time, I guess I should. Definitely one of my favorite builds. I'd say it's in my top 5. Oh, sorry, I wanted to go here. Fast travel to the wrong location. And then red rocket. All right, let's first take a look at what's what here. We'll get to them in a minute.
What
Oh,
just
happiness already going up.
Something's out there.
Alright. That didn't take him out, really? Boom! Ooh, legendary. Have a spike. His head stuck to the wall. And his body went God knows where, so there goes our legendary. Look at the bodies flying. Oh my goodness. Can we shoot through the wall? There's his head stuck to the wall. Oop, gotta get them grenades in. What's up? I'm dead. Say hello to my little friend. Oops. Yeah, I love that railgun, man. Just boom, head stuck to the wall. back here. I've got the... there he is. Leather left arm. I don't need that. I just keep hoping I get lucky somehow. And somebody's head, I thought, stuck back here to one of these umbrellas. Oh, there it is in the back here. Holy shit. Sorry, dear. You picked the wrong team. Bottle caps for everybody. What do we got on this side? Anything worth value? Okay, I'd say that's it. Oh, we got dead ramen. That's not good. The other thing about ramen is I don't think they disappear. It's too heavy, so let's try... I don't know if this will work or not, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, this does work. Okay. Where I'm going to shove this thing. He may end up disintegrating over time, but I don't think so, based on past experience. So again, just kind of stick them into the bushery like that. And you could even just shoot the shit out of them into pieces if you wanted to, I suppose. In the meantime, there is a way to recruit Brahmin. I know there's a person who will sell them to you. Yeah, I'll just leave this thing here for now. Actually, let's relocate it and see if that maybe sparks. So it looks like everything is kind of regenerating itself at this point, simply by coming to visit. This is perhaps my favorite garage out of all of them. I just like the way everything turned out in this one. Got a little bit of everything. Got a good stock of supplies. Pretty well organized. You got my second Nuka-Cola outfit here. Got the one in the museum back at Sanctuary, and then we got this one here. I'm surprised that these are loose like this and not permanent, but that's alright. They can't really get in here because of the way the doors are set up. The NPCs don't come and screw around with shit. So my stuff stays pretty much where I left it. This ought to be a decent number, seriously. Wow. Okay. That's a good number. 9,000 caps. Like I said, we're shooting for the million, and then we'll start over again. But we'll be much smarter about it this time. I just want to see how I play the game differently, knowing what I know now. And different choices I can make. So we got a Slocum's upstairs, casino, and arcade. And this is the way in. Do we got anything in here? Damn, I was hoping I'd find those. Like I said, it's a long shot. I'm pretty sure I either sold them or gave them to a settler by accident. There's our Slocum's. We got a full-on arcade. We got, well, we had the balls in there. They disappeared. All right. Basketball's still here. Ooh, rim shot. Hit the rim, hit the ceiling. I'm not sure if it went in or not, though. Oh. Damn. Oh, nope. Don't get angry at it. Off the rim again. It's like real basketball. If you hit it throw it too hard, you're going to get that. Oh! Off the rim. Doesn't go in. Son of a gun. Can't catch a break. Mixing things up here. Oh, Lord. Trying to put a little more arc on it, but I don't want to pitch it over the backboard. There you go. Ringer. And this is the entrance to the Nuka Inn. 5-star resort here just outside of Nuka-Cola. Or Nuka World, I beg your pardon. I meant to do stuff here for Christmas, never got around to decorating this room. When I built it, it was all with the thought that this was going to get decorated for Christmas, and then it didn't happen. Got our gift shop. Very nice lobby, I think. Got the manager's office over here. Got one of our junior suites. Two doors for that one room. Not sure what made me do that, but okay. Here's a single. And then there is the Grandmaster, which gives you a full view over Nickel World. So there you have the Nuka Inn. That sign looks a little cooler from a distance because then you don't realize it's the board so much. Put a light up in the globe on the top there, and then we've got the residential quarters over here for the folks that live here and make it happen on a day-to-day basis. Saw they had a street sign. I thought I'd put something on there. I guess I didn't yet. I gotta put a street name up there. I haven't figured out what yet. But we gotta... Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Since it had its own little street and everything, I just wanted to build off of that. Everything's pretty much prefabricated, and then I just threw some furniture in. Didn't want to spend a lot of time on this. The main build was everything back there. But that said, these all came out pretty cool too, I think. What was the upstairs? Anything good? Oh yeah, we had the cooking up here, and again, come out on the deck and take a look around. I think we did manage to squash a small bathroom in here. Tammy's back. Trying to think, did I even... I don't know if I've done part 3 at all. I've done 76 in this one, and I did start... I guess it would have to be part 3 probably. Was that New Vegas? New Vegas is the one I think I started on. Wasn't really holding my interest. Oops, let me come in here real quick. Yeah, all this stuff amazingly has stayed on the shelf and stood the test of time, so. This is probably my favorite kitchen that I've put together. So it's actually called Fallout 3. So Fallout New Vegas is after that, so that's, well, that can't be 4 because this is 4. I was dabbling with New Vegas a little bit on the PS3 console, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's see if anything else needs attention right now. I don't think so. We should be good. Sanctuary Hills is good. Somerville's at 82. They're good. Spectacle, I don't care about Spectacle Island. I don't know what it is about Spectacle Island. I just don't like it. Sunshine Tidings. Everybody else is in good shape. Taffington was really low. They're way up now. I gave them a cat. No, I take that back. It was 10 Pines. I got the cat. Castles, well. Mechanist Lair is always going to be crap. Those. Well, I guess it doesn't count the girl as a person, and I don't have any people there because you can't put any food there. Log's good shape. Vault is good. Visitor center. Yeah, I think we're good. Fallout fan, what's up? So Fallout 3 was for the PS3? Not much here. I'm just going through all the settlements, buddy, checking to see if everything's in good standing. Some of them actually had some legitimate problems that needed addressing. I'm not gonna go to settlement. All right. Yeah. Yes, we're gonna go. Every time I spawn in, that happens. If I want to bang my head on the door. See, that's the thing. I don't have fun if a game frustrates me to that level, but because I like this game so much, I feel like I have to at least explore the predecessors. I was actually playing Friday the 13th yesterday a bit, and if you don't know, the servers for that went down New Year's Eve. That was the last of them. I didn't realize that. I would have probably done a live game and a live stream if I would have known. Yeah, Tammy, I put so many hours into this game, it's ridiculous. And then I've got the Murk Water, which we can go check that out. I haven't been there in a minute. Alright, let's see. So 70 and rising simply because I showed up. 19 people, 21 beds, food's fine, everything's fine, we're in good shape. It was just being fussy. So we'll take a quick look here at the bunker. It's where I keep all my stuff so people can't steal it. And I already know that my armors are not here that I'm missing because I have checked. But hey, let's check again. Not there. The free fall leg armors have disappeared somehow, and I'm pretty sure I may have accidentally traded it away. This is where we keep some of our special stuff. Got our Fat Man there, Fat Man crate. Nothing else. Yeah, I think I've lost that armor for good, but oh well.
If you work, you eat.
In here, and I've only used it a couple of times, I actually didn't like it so much. But you have this VR pod where you can go to several different types of worlds and do unlimited creating. But because it's not an actual settlement, it's just kind of like, eh. Had to put this rail in the way because the NPCs were constantly messing around in my house, and I didn't like that. This is my place. Oh, I guess I didn't take the decorations down. Okay, well, here's the Christmas look. And this is kind of what I had in mind for the Nuka Hotel there, the Nuka Inn. Man, I almost don't want to take this down now. Maybe I'll just leave this up. This will be the holiday house. So you can have that Christmas feeling any time of year. How'd that happen? Take that. never fall over again. So I used to have the bookcase back here that turned into a door, but again, if you use that mod, or that DLC in this case, for the Shroud Manor, then you'll lose the ability to glitch doors in if you need to. So, kind of surprised I haven't done anything with this here. Felt like I did. Well, we can easily put some towels in here. Or at least I think we can. I spoke too soon. No wonder I haven't done them yet. We can at least get that one in there. Alright, well at least we got that done. I'll figure out how to, what other stuff to stick in there later on. And down here we have our clothing closet, which this one's pretty much filled up. The Predwin indeed. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier in the stream, I can't imagine, even on my next playthrough, I cannot imagine taking that down. It would hurt my heart. I love going back on the Predwin. I got my little bunk over there. I got my stash. They got the merchants and stuff over there. I just, yeah. And just seeing it in the skyline, I mean... Yeah, I would probably just do the storyline in the Fallout 3. I'm not looking to invest crazy amounts of time because I gotta rewire my stuff each time when I go from the PS3 to PS5. So generally, if I go to PS3, I try to make a day of it where I'm going to do whatever games I'm doing from the PS3 that time. I don't like wiring back and forth all that often, and 90% of what I enjoy doing is on the PS4 and 5. This was also inspired by another YouTuber, one of the guys that did a lot of Fallout 4 videos. I don't recall which channel it was, but you'll notice if you were to look it up for Spectacle Island, it looks very similar to this in the entry point. And he kind of had the same exact thing going on here with the shops out here, and I was like, oh, cool idea. The house I did on my own differently than anything else I've seen anyone else do. Not real happy with this house in general. It's just so broken and so little you could do with it, which is disappointing because it would have been a nice house to have. And I literally just threw crap around to make it as whole as possible and to make it somewhat aesthetically pleasing from the outside, knowing that there was nothing I was going to do for the inside. And it's definitely going to have that scrappy thing, which it does. There's a cave in New Vegas. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. When I get back to that, it'll be like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about. I thought they really nailed the TV show. As a matter of fact, I had played very little of this game in the beginning because the game does a horrible job of explaining itself. And there's a lot to understand about how the mechanics of this game work. More than just the shooting stuff. I mean, there's so many little things that go into this game and playing it to the best of your ability. And they just don't explain it. If it wasn't for YouTube. So I'd pick it up and I'd get frustrated and I'd walk away for months at a time, and I'd pick it up again and put it down again. And then the show came out and I was like, even from the little bit that I had played, I could get the vibe from the show, that the amount of detail they put into it. And they were spot on accurate, from costumes to set design. Everything was just so well done. And by the end of the season, I was like, okay, I'm playing this friggin' game one way or another. And I've never had a bigger playlist on YouTube for anything than I do for Fallout 4. Everything from tips and tricks to, hey, I bet you didn't know about this. And they were right, I didn't. This should be another big number. Wow, 10 grand almost. Not bad. I actually thought it'd be a little more than that. But on our road to 1 million. Actually, if I could just transport this whole operation to Ukraine, then I'd have my money in no time, because that's where we send it all. For all these beds back here, I'm not sure who actually sleeps in them, because the guards don't leave their posts. And this went wonky. Hope that's where it was supposed to be. Okay. Just making sure. It's a lot of guns. What's going on here? Oh, we got multiple squares. I was just at Jamaica Plain. Love a peek. We're going back to Jamaica Plain. All of the cap stashes. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. Alright, I'm here to help. Let me go up top.
Yes?
Did I get my vantage point? Hopefully. Now the question is, where are they going to be attacking from?
Thought I saw something.
Okay.
Don't think I won't hurt you.
That's a long distance. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. Don't need accuracy when you got grenades. Ah. Damn it. Off with their heads. Is that everybody? I didn't see the message saying you've successfully defended.
Man,
Where you at? I hear you. I see you. I kill you. Silence! I kill you! Alright, that's one down. Taking the shortcut. Ah. Starlight. This is a pretty well fortified building. It should be fine. Who are we shooting at? Damn, I come here for the fight. Is that everybody or what? Like I said, this place is pretty well fortified. You're not going to have a chance.
I want to trade a few things.
No. Oh.
Of course.
Just hoping I get that. Thanks, you man. You really saved. Wait. There we go. The mysterious stranger to the rescue. Somebody's around here somewhere. Whoopsie. Sorry. Who else needed help? Or was that it? Thought there was another one. I guess not. Okie dokie. I was mentioning earlier on in the stream, I don't know about you guys, but I've had ongoing issues where I'll save a game, come back in later, and it won't reload the save, and I've got to go back like 3 saves earlier, and finally one of those will kick in, and then if I stay in that game session for about 20 minutes or so, then I can go back to the older one, so I don't want to really do anything for those 20 minutes, like building or anything like that. So what I have found instead, if I go to one of the DLC houses, like this one, and I end it up here and save it here, loading in the next time it'll be perfect. I don't know if that's just coincidence, but it's been like 20 times in a row without a problem, so I'm sticking with it. This is the Noir penthouse, in case. I don't have a lot to do with these things. I mean, I thought they were super cool in the beginning, and they are cool. To have something all clean and modernized, and then look out the window and you see this destroyed world. Although this actually looks pretty clean right now through the windows. This building rather, has a unique lighting, which gives everything that real 40s vibe, which is pretty cool. say, I don't think I'm going to have any high-end armor hiding in here. But let me check all these things real quick. Wait a minute. Come on. Damn. Getting my hopes up for a minute there. No, I don't think it's gonna be here. Nope. Oh well. I had a water pump in the pond, and then I decided to move it. So it's over next to the shed instead, because I wanted the pond to be like a feature of the boardwalk area. So there's a glitch you can do that once it's in the water, I think you put a floorboard under it, I'm thinking is what it is. And then you grab all with the floorboard, and it'll keep on working as if it's in the water. And then you can put it anywhere you want. So yeah, I stuck it next to the supply shed, where the tool bench is, workbench. And all of these things here, you can, you know, grab and steal and all that stuff if you want to. But I mean, it looks so perfect the way it is, I don't even want to touch it. And you got another entrance point here. Wet bar. Yeah, I guess I've lost my leg armors. Oh well. That makes me sad. All right, gang. Well, thanks for stopping by and checking in. I do got some stuff I got to take care of here now. But next few weeks are going to be absolute hell. It's going to be like 6-day work weeks. So there don't want to be too many more of these early morning ones for a while. Doesn't mean we won't be doing the afternoon ones, but it'll be a little bit less often for the next few weeks. But I'll look forward to seeing you when I'm on. Hope everybody has a very wonderful, happy, safe New Year's. And I'll see you next time right here on All Night Gaming when we will once again be, likely, under construction. See you real soon, guys.